Alright, here we have it, my build in progress. So this is a 2007 Dodge Ram 2500 with the 5.9 Cummins in it. So it's a early '07 model. It is an auto trans, so it's the 48RE. Paint code is PJC. I think that is light khaki metallic is what Mopar gave that color name to. So from bottom to top, we do have 24 by 14 hostile sprocket. I forget the actual model number, but they are wrapped in a 305 35 24 Versatyre. It's just a cheap street tire, nothing special. Wheels are a little dirty, but you do get a pretty decent sized lip on it. I mean, that's my hand. If you put a dollar bill in there, I guess the dollar bill test, it'll cut off at about like right there. So you still maybe have a 1/4 of an inch left of lip. We're gonna keep going up. So we have custom headlights, color matched to the truck. It's the only thing I have color matched on it right now. They are just done locally. They do have the LED concept halo strips in them, but these are old, so we're gonna do a whole nother build for these. I tried buffing them out, things like that. They just didn't go as planned, so we're just gonna scrap it and go with something completely different. We do have the new style, not for the 5th gen, but for the 4th gen Cummins, the new style grill that actually says, for the 4th gens, it says Ram right there. We're gonna get this color matched. Everything that's actually shiny is gonna be color matched, and everything that's flat is gonna stay black, just like how the new trucks have it. This is gonna stay just like that. Still got the regular 3rd gen style mirrors, so I have the little, I don't know if you can see that. I still got the little mirror cutout that everybody hates. These mirrors are never flipped up, by the way. Power stroke guy at heart. Keep going up. We do have a reverse level on it. Reverse level minus the overload spring as well. So the overload is out, and to compensate for the squat and obviously for towing, we did throw Airlift Performance airbags in the rear. So even if I'm not towing, the truck can get a pretty decent squat. Like right now, this parking lot that I'm on is actually slanted down to go that way. All the rain washes out that way. So typically the truck obviously would be nosediving if it was completely level, but you can see it's still at a squat. So I can go lower in the rear, but I don't want it to be like straight from the Carolina, so we're not gonna do that. Yeah, so I do like a little bit of lean to it with the stance and the lane going down the highway. I mean, that shit looks boss. Gooseneck hitch, nothing fancy, just a bulldog hitch. Forget what part number. There's my handy dandy microfiber that I just used. There is my Insta and my business Insta, Big Dog Auto Wash, shout out. Okay, so everybody is in love with the Mega Cab, so we'll check the inside. It's not the cleanest, but it's, you know, this truck actually gets used. So we got all leather, the Laramie package. The only thing that this truck does not have is the sunroof, and I'm really pissed off about that. But I did look for this truck for the longest. I came from a 03 6.0 Power Stroke, and I told myself never again. So I looked for this exact truck, auto trans, Laramie package with the console and DVD player, and I really wanted a sunroof, but for the price I got this one, I just said forget it and went with this one. So nothing special at all. Like I said, obviously wear and tear. It's never been upholstered, but I do want to switch to the 4th gen style seats, but we'll see price wise if we can find a decent one off another truck that's been totaled or something like that. For tuner, we got the Edge CTS2 Evolution, so I'm not running EFI Live. We are running the regular Edge tunes. I love it. Never had a problem with it. These guys get me up to 22 miles to the gallon on the highway, so I don't see why you'd pay that much for another tuner when this one does just as good, especially on a stock trans, stock engine, everything like that. That being said, Everything is stock. I do have valve springs, push rods. It is not studded yet, unfortunately. I do need to go ahead and do that. But I don't get in on this truck. I mean, I don't... Ugh. I mean, every now and then, if somebody pisses you off on the highway, you'll dust them off, but there's the mileage. But honestly, for the most part, I don't go faster than 79 miles per hour on the highway. I like to keep the factory look of the factory nav. Holy crap, that glare is bad. The factory nav. So these navs didn't come with an auxiliary input, so I'm using this FM transmitter. So yeah, I'm super old school with that. But like I said, I love the factory look of this. Like I said, we got the console. This seat is in better condition than the driver because it gets less use. So we got a cut right there. But we do have some plans for, like I said, for the interior. Nothing special, nothing special. Got the GoPro set up. Got the Kurt trailer brake controller. Used that a few times. Got it off eBay, or not eBay, Amazon. Not sure what part number it is, but and actually, I didn't know that these trucks came actually pre-wired for the trailer brake controller. So a lot of places they'll advertise, hey, we installed the wiring harness and everything for you if your truck doesn't already have it on there. So what's cool about this is Dodge or Mopar, whoever, they actually made it to where these trucks already have the plug. You just have to get the cord and the controller, and it literally just plugs in place. So I actually got under here and, oh, where's it at? I tied into it. Yeah, right there. It's kind of hard to see, but that the white came with the controller, and it's actually into a blue plug. So the blue plugs was made with the truck. So when I found it, I was like, oh crap, you know, because I really needed it because I was gonna haul a gooseneck and stuff like that. So I looked it up, and yeah, the truck was pre-wired for it, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, so this thing worked wonders. You don't have to go out and get a super expensive one. This one was about, give or take, I want to say like $40 off Amazon, and worked flawlessly and fine. Let's pop the hood. So like I said, in this beast we do have the 5.9 liter Cummins, whatever, 24 valve. So like I said, everything's stock minus the valve springs, push rods, no head studs, rocking a K&N cold air intake. This is actually the holder for the intake, but it just kept getting in my way when I switched out my alternator about a month ago, and I was just reluctant to take it out. But obviously, I mean, the thing's in here and it's super sturdy, so I just need to take this out and get it out of my way. But I mean, it's not in the way for anything running under the truck or in the truck bay, engine bay, so that's fine. So like I said, completely stock fuel, stock air, stock everything, minus those two components that I switched out. I think that actually wraps it up for the engine bay. Yeah, that's about it. So plans, I do need to replace this. I put about 30,000 miles on it last year, and no shit, 30,000 miles, because I'm always driving this thing. So the AC condenser did take a nice little beating on the highway and things like that. Don't ask me how. I got like super bad ones like this, but I do need to get that switched out because this Texas heat ain't no joke. So the reason why a majority of my truck is stock, like, yeah, I got the nice wheels and tires or whatever, headlights, whatever you want to call it. I do plan on keeping this truck a majority stock. You know, everybody in the diesel community or whatever wants to make their truck super fast, super loud, and things like that. I prefer to go for reliability. I've had this truck for about 2.5, almost 3 years now. Starts up every time, gets me to where I need to be. I've never had to worry about it, minus the one day the alternator was going out, but you know, that's alternator shit. But the truck itself has never left me stranded. And I think once, in my opinion, once you start adding, I mean, you can build it for whatever, you know, your goal is, 600, 700, 800 horsepower. And I guess if you have the supporting mods, you'll be just fine. But I don't know, I just like to keep it stock. Like I said, there's really no need for me to go over 79 miles an hour. Honestly, speed limit here is Texas. The highest speed limit here is 80 miles per hour, but that's when I start losing my fuel economy. And like, yeah, you know, miles per gallon versus miles per gallon, but let's be realistic here. I mean, there's really nowhere. And then the truck's a target, so me going 85, 90 down the highway in whatever speed zone it is, I mean, the truck's just a target. And these troopers do not play out here. So truck most likely will stay stock. Plans for the trans, I do want to get a 650 to 700 horsepower rated trans in it, so I'll never have to worry about it ever, never have to touch it, minus the fluid changes. But that's basically it. We're gonna do head studs, depending on if we're actually gonna do a dually swap in the rear with the 5.9. I'm not sure. It's either gonna be dually swap in the rear, or we're just going to get rid of this whole truck and just get a 4th gen platform. So I don't know, we'll see. But that being said, truck's gonna stay stock. We're gonna get head studs. That is it for the engine bay. Here's a look at those wheels again. 24 by 14 Hostile Sprockets. I'm a big fan of Hostiles. I've had their other pair of 24 by 14s in the Alphas, the H109, I believe. So I think these are H108. I think that's what it is. But I had the Alphas on my 6.0 Power Stroke. Loved them. But I sold the truck, sold the wheels with it, and things like that. But I've had this same wheel in a 22 by 12 on a Nitto 420, and I actually love that setup. But the deal that I got on these, I mean, I couldn't beat it, so switched to 24s.